Alcohol, apart from smoking, I would say is probably the most used drug, apart from coffees and teas and stuff like that, than any other drug that you could probably use. What we try to say to young people that are experimenting with alcohol is don't drink at all. But let's be fair about it. Most young people are going to want to experiment with alcohol, A, because it's legal. They know that they're not going to get into any great deal of trouble for drinking, and B, because it's sociably acceptable. So what we would say is, if you have to drink and you have to experiment with alcohol, please recognise that just because your friends can drink 5 beers, it doesn't mean you can. Everybody is different. Everybody is affected by alcohol differently. Somebody might be able to drink 5 drinks, 5 beers, not be drunk. You, on the other hand, may only be able to drink 1 and find yourself drowsy and uncontrollably falling about because you're all sleepy and tired. You might throw up, you might get angry. There isn't any set kind of way you're going to react to alcohol. Everybody reacts differently, but it's very important to understand that you know who is buying you that alcohol, to make sure that they're not putting any drugs in it or not making the strength of the alcohol stronger. As some people say, right, can I have a vodka and orange? You might have a treble, and you wouldn't know. At all costs, cover that alcohol to make sure nothing's being put into it. And also, because I've had a case of this with a young person, even if you know who's buying it for you, just remember that it could be your friends that are trying to get you drunk. And I actually had a girl in the school that actually was very brave enough to share with me that she was with her boyfriend, whom she trusted, and he was buying her a drink. Well, it turns out that he didn't rape her, but touched parts of her body that she wouldn't normally have allowed him to touch, because he got her drunk and put extra measures into her drink. So even if it's your friends and your boyfriends, doesn't mean that they're not going to take advantage of the situation, which they quite easily could by putting more alcohol into your system. And remember, if you're that type of person that likes to do something more and more and more, alcoholism can be so dangerous. In fact, in many ways, in my experience, I've seen people in rehabs coming off of alcohol, and I've actually seen the situations they've been weeing down themselves, can't even hold their willies because their hands won't stop shaking, and thinking, God, I thought I had problems with heroin. The withdrawal symptoms from alcohol can be in many ways far worse. It rots parts of your body like your liver. You can get cirrhosis. You can get hepatitis by sharing the glass, the bottle, and so on and so forth. So kids, if you are going to drink, please, please, please do it in the safest way possible. At all costs, don't drink, but if you have to, cover that drink, know who's buying it with you, and even if you do know, make sure you're keeping your eye on your drink at all times. And remember that just because somebody else can drink 5 doesn't mean you can.